Okay, this story is called Echo. Once there lived a boy named Pan. Pan was a simple lad. He lived a simple life in the woods all alone. He spent his time collecting roots and berries and drinking homemade wine. Sometimes Pan would compose songs to sing and write them on dried animal skins. Inhabiting the thicket with him were a collection of woodland spirits, some visible, others only voices. Pan knew them and shared with them the life that he lived. They were his friends. One day, Pan was going through old songs he'd written, musing on the history behind them. It suddenly occurred to him that they were all old and tired, and he determined to write something new, something better than new, a song of songs. For this purpose, he would seek out the most beautiful spirit ever to walk the thicket. With her and for her, his song would come to life. Pan asked about her and learned that her name was Echo. So find her he would, and he would not give up until his masterpiece was written. Echo, the boy cried out in a voice that shook the very trees to their roots. Echo, came the reply from a grove not far off. Pan ran towards the sound of her voice as fast as he could, having learned she was notoriously hard to catch. Here I am, the boy shouted. Here I am, Echo replied, this time from the hillside. Pan darted after her. Over the hills, past the thicket, through the rocks and stones, Pan chased the lovely Echo. Somehow, she always seemed to manage to stay just out of sight. He followed her all the way to the seashore. I want to write a song for you, his voice darted across the waves. For you, came the reply. Pan tore his hair in frustration. Clearly, this spirit had mistaken his motives. How could he make her see that all he wanted was to compose his songs to the sublime? With a heavy heart, Pan headed for home. By the time Pan reached his cave, it was nightfall. He dug into the remains of his fire with a stick, the embers catching the end of it on fire. For a few seconds, the flame cast two shadows on the wall of his dwelling. An intruder! Who's there? The boy shouted. Who's there? Replied Echo. Pan thought to himself, so this woodland spirit eludes me in the outside world, and yet has the audacity to follow me back here, and to tell me that she lives here as well. Perhaps something could come to this yet. He picked out a blank animal skin and a quill, and sat by the mouth of his cave, gesturing to the moonlit fields outside. Echo, I want to write a song to the whole world about my love for you. My love for you, Echo returned. Where shall we begin, my love? At the beginning? Echo whispered in his ear. At the beginning. Thanks.